Yo, what's good, people? We back. Had to come through, man, because I've been saying this, and I'm glad that I don't know if anybody else has seen this, but they come forward and they have said that yes, John Stockton's numbers are juiced up. John Stockton does not have no 15,000 nothing assists. John Stockton's actual assist count is most likely in the 9 to 10,000 range. That's what his real numbers are like. But if you add the juice to it, it's at 15,000. But I'm here to say, Rajon Rondo is a way better point guard than John Stockton ever was. I'd rather have John Stockton on my. No. I'd rather have Rajon Rondo on my team than John Stockton. Rajon Rondo is a champion. John Stockton is not. I wonder why, right? Because he's a better guard. How good do you think the 2008 Celtics would be if you replace Rajon Rondo with John Stockton? Replace Ricky Rondo with Ricky John Stockton. Do you think the Celtics win that championship? Just ask yourself that. Rajon Rondo is going down. Should be in the Hall of Fame. He should be a first ballot Hall of Famer. Who's other players that won a championship with the Celtics and won a championship with the Lakers? You know what I'm saying? That right there is a real feat. And both of those championships be just as impressive in both of them. One was in year 1 and the other was in year 20? You get what I'm saying? And Rajon Rondo's not a joke. And then Rajon Rondo's career really was because right now is a new era in basketball. It's a new era in basketball. And Rajon Rondo's career have expanded, span was, his career lasted before this new era just started. But I'd rather have Rajon Rondo on my team. If you put Rajon Rondo with Karl Malone, they probably get a chip. They probably get a ring. You know what I'm saying? And this is not to just completely issue on John Stockton. No, he's a great. He's a good point guard for like Jerry Sloan, I guess. But cause we never saw him with anybody else. You know what I'm saying? And so Rajon Rondo's career is actually more memorable. But if John Stockton made the Hall of Fame, Rajon Rondo should definitely make the Hall of Fame, especially if John Stockton made the Hall of Fame with those juiced up stats. There's no way in hell that he is the all-time assist leader. You know what I'm saying? They had to make the reason why John Stockton, why they juiced his numbers up for him to be the all-time assist leader is because Karl Malone was on pace to break Kareem's record. You know what I'm saying? He was on pace to break Kareem's record, but he was actually a big man from back in the day, so he wasn't going to play that long. He probably needed like 7-8 more years to break Kareem's record with him wearing down and everything like that. But John Stockton, I've heard people speak. I heard other '90s guards speak highly of him. But they speak highly of him. But when I go back and look at the tape, they didn't play that way about it. You know what I'm saying? They didn't play that way. Like, they just had so much respect for John Stockton and everything like that. It wasn't like that. You have to be honest and you have to be real. Because when you talk about John Stockton, you have to be speak about the world. John Stockton gets those racial benefits. He was the white boy that gets propped up because you have to remember the NBA is coming off the Larry Bird and Magic Johnson era where you got one white and one black, and then Jordan came through, took it over and dominated. You know what I'm saying? Dominated. Once the melanin came through, you know what I'm saying? That makes everything black. But you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying Magic didn't have it. I'm just saying that to the level that Jordan was, and so. They needed at least one American white boy. They needed one American white boy. We needed one American white boy to be, it's kind of good. We need one American white boy to be good at something. Like, I don't know if you remember the 90s, but the 90s basketball, they there were so many white boys that made the league. The only thing they could do, right? Well, coming into the league, what they were known for, how they made the league, was the 3-point shot. You know what I'm saying? The 3-pointer was a white boy thing. You know what I'm saying? If you remember, the 3-pointer was a white boy thing. How you think Matt Maloney made the made the league? You thought Matt Maloney was nice like that? Like, no. They needed a white American white boy to be nice. You know what I'm saying? To be good at something. You look at the white American from the Bulls, from Jordan's team. They needed white American. Look at what they did to Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan won 6 rings. They found the one white American on the Bulls teams to boost up. And because each three-peat there was one white boy. The first three-peat, John Paxson. And then when they John Paxson was trash, but he made that 3 against the Phoenix Suns, so to boost him up. They boosted him up like that. And what did he do? He gets the GM spot for the Bulls. He gets to be a GM for the Bulls. I forgot wherever else he went, but he was the GM for the Bulls during the Derrick Rose era, right? And during the Ben Gordon, Kirk Heinrich days, John Paxson was the GM. Now, hold on, John Paxson. To me, I thought that was the same person, but Paxson. They did it for the Paxson family. But so for the second three-peat, they needed another white American, to boost up another white American boy. And so they found Steve Kerr. And what did they do to Steve Kerr? Because first, he was the Phoenix Suns GM. He went there, failed, and went nasty. He thought that he could, they thought that he could show Steve Nash some new tricks or something like that. He went there and failed. And then he was a commentator, the GM for the Phoenix Suns. He did something else, I forgot. But they were relentless in finding ways to boost up Steve Kerr. Steve Kerr got boosted up to become the Golden State Warriors head coach, when really that's Mark Jackson's team. We know that's Mark Jackson's team. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. That's Mark Jackson's team. You know what I'm saying? So John Stockton benefited from the NBA's need for a white American to boost up a white American. You know what I'm saying? They might put Kelly Olynyk in the Hall of Fame just to be like, oh man, we need a white boy. Charles Barkley knows about the NBA's agenda to just boost up a white boy. That's why he always says that Dan Marley was his best teammate ever. Dan Marley, you serious? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, Charles Barkley, you was on the team with Olajuwon and Pippen. I don't care if it was after their prime. They still was better than Dan Marley. You know what I'm saying? But the NBA's need to boost up a white boy, they gave up on boosting up a white boy as a star about probably after Jordan, they gave up on trying to find another star American white boy. So they said, we're going to go over to Europe. That's what the whole globalization of the game was about. Was like, yo, we're not going to find no more star white boys in America. We got to go to Europe to find them. They never since me getting the Steve Nash's. Steve Nash is from Canada, but the Dirks, the Lucas, you know what I'm saying? That's what that is about. If you remove the NBA's need to boost up a white American, John Stockton and his NBA impact would be looked at as in a realistic way. He don't have no 15,000 assists. He's not the league leader in the assist record. The NBA needs to go back and rewatch and recount John Stockton's actual numbers so we can put the assist record, and the assist record book can reflect reality. Chris Paul may be number 1. I mean, damn, Chris Paul, his career is going to go out nasty. I'm like, damn, he ain't never going to get a ring. You know what I'm saying? He's going out nasty, coming off the bench right now for the Warriors. Like, what were you doing, fam? You could have came off the bench for the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? But Chris Paul should be number 2. Shit, LeBron might be number 2 on the assist records. You know what I'm saying? But John Stockton is not number 1, man. Jason Kidd might be number 1. Just like we need the NBA to go back and recount John Stockton's actual assist numbers. And when you do, you definitely would be like, oh hell yeah, I'm taking Rondo over John Stockton. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna go and get out of here on this one, man. I'm out.